Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Everyday Ecom podcast. Again, it's been a while since I've done this. It's been pretty busy just dealing with the Q4 madness and kind of how we prepare for Q1 and also taxes, which is never fun. But I want to jump back on this and I connected with Anton. Where are you based, my friend?
Thanks for having me. Arjun or Argin, what's the right pronunciation?
I go by either. It's Argid by uh what I've been named, but I've heard Arjun. My middle name's Gary, so I go by Gary.
Gary.
But yeah, but
Let's go.
Argid is the actual name.
Let's go with Gary. Gary is easier. Yes, thanks for having me. My name is Anton Hermann. I'm located in Germany, specifically Stuttgart, as Snoop Dogg would call it, Benztown. So here are the beautiful cars produced, and yeah, like Porsche and Mercedes-Benz, and I'm living here.
Nice.
Yeah,
I have an uncle in Germany in Cologne. How,
Köln,
what
different
part of
story.
what
It's
part
the
of
West.
Germany?
So Köln is the west part of, or Cologne is the west part of Germany, and I'm in the southwest of
Ah,
Germany. So
I see.
basically, that's the mechanical engineering hub of Germany. So
I
here we
see.
have crazy industry and yeah, all
I
around
see.
automotive. Yeah.
Well, it's a pleasure connecting. I know you're with SpaceGoats, as we can see. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and the company that you're running right now.
Very much for the opportunity. So yeah, as I said, I am originally from the Soviet Union, so I'm born in the Soviet Union. I came to Germany when I was 4 years old, roughly 4 years old, and I was always good in math, always in physics. So I started studying mechanical engineering here in Stuttgart because I wanted to work in the automotive industry here in Stuttgart. So I moved to study. Finished also my degree in 2018, but during my studies, I always was interested in doing my own stuff, doing my own thing. I was working at Bosch. It was kind of nice, but it was nothing for my future, for the future me. So I started to sell products on Amazon in 2016. The golden times.
Oh,
Wild West, the time where you could actually do whatever you want, like from buying reviews to any scam you can imagine, or any black hat, gray hat, whatever you want to call it. And that was my start in the e-commerce sector. And in the year 2017, I fused my forces together with my co-founder Manuel. We launched 5 more brands on Amazon. It worked out even better. And then we were looking for some service or some distributor which can manage our own operations, because we wanted to found a real startup. Sorry to disappoint you guys. In my opinion, selling just products on Amazon, it's a repeatable task. It's nothing disruptive. It's like, yeah, nothing the world never have seen before. So that was my goal, to actually create a real startup, venture capital funded, blah, blah. But there was none which could actually run our operations. And then we said, okay, that's our startup idea. And now the bridge, what are we doing? We sell other brands, other companies' products through our Amazon account all over Europe, plus UK, plus USA, manage all the B2C and customer support, Amazon account management, product compliance, external product responsibility, and whatever else you would need to sell on Amazon. So that's our selling as a service product. So we distribute products. And the second part of our product, as I already mentioned, product compliance as a standalone product. So we help brands to be compliant on the specific marketplaces. So if you're a brand and you from Germany, you want to scale to the USA, there are many homeworks. There's a lot. You have to do a lot of homework regarding product compliance, labeling, lab tests, California Proposition 65. You know the drill, and that's what we do. And our core markets. Our core market is definitely the European Union and the UK. USA is pretty new to us, but we are also already there.
nice.
Brief introduction.
Nice. I like it. So would you guys don't actually help sellers get on those marketplaces, but have some kind of a deal that you sell for them? Is
Mhm.
that correct?
Sellers are using our account to sell on the specific marketplaces, and because we are the seller, we have the B2C transactions under our company, our balance sheet. The service works. So you have as our customer, supplier, brand partner, whatever you want to call it, you have one B2B business partner, that's us, and we cover everything related to B2C through our company.
Oh,
And that's a big advantage. Our account, our balance sheet, our operations.
I see. So would you guys have some kind of a deal buying the products from uh the other brand on like a wholesale basis? Is there a commission? How does
Yeah, so we have two models, but I would say the most relevant model, especially for non-European Union companies, it has some VAT implications. We do wholesale pricing, so we buy the products on bulk with the payment goal as soon as we sold it. We have a margin, a minimum margin, which we actually want to earn. That's in Europe around 5%, and in the States around 6.5%. That's our minimum margin, plus a small risk margin for everything which you cannot calculate. For example, like returns, like one batch is wrong and you have to destroy it, or stuff like that. But in general, we take a minimum margin as our minimum commission, and we have a small add-on for the risk, which we are taking because it's through our
sure,
balance sheet.
sure. What would you say is your ideal client to work with?
Yeah, right
Um,
now we are focusing. Yeah, I understood the question.
yeah,
A very easy question. Right now we are targeting primarily customers like SME companies from the European Union, especially from the DACH region, like Germany, Switzerland, and Austria, because the problem we are solving for them is bigger than for a normal seller. So let's say a mid-tier company, 100 people working there, want to go on Amazon. They are not able to do it themselves because they don't have the processes, they don't have the capacity, the know-how, or the allowance because they cannot do B2C in general. Then this is our ideal customer, I would say, from Europe. But what we also do is we bring non-European customers, for example, American customers, which have already a running system in the States, which know the drill with Amazon, and we provide them with our sales infrastructure for the European Union without any VAT registration. We do the product compliance, we do the import stuff, we do the logistics, we do the warehousing, we do whatever you need to sell in the European Union, and provide our customer with software where they can steer their operations by themselves. So we just lease basically our account and our distribution network to our brands, and they can operate as it would be their account, but without direct access to our account.
I see. Is there specific categories that you guys look for as well? Just so obviously from my background with e-commerce and being in the 3PL space, we work with about 50 clients, mostly in consumables, but there's
Yeah,
also some clothing, fashion, which is a little it gets tricky with all the variations in sizes.
I know.
But is there a product category where you're like, okay, this is our bread and butter, we make this work, we
Yeah,
see this work?
yeah. So we are pretty good in supplements. I guess half of our revenue is with health and fitness supplements, like gym supplements. We are very good there. But in general, we are agnostic regarding the category. We only do not like fashion too much because of the mentioned reasons. Very variations, many SKUs. It's very hard to
Yeah,
identify what products you actually need to import or purchase
yeah,
to not have overstock. So that's a bit difficult. We can do that. Yeah, we can. The risk margin will be much higher than in any other category. But
yeah,
in general, supplements is pretty good, and the rest we are agnostic. We can also do like complex categories pretty good because we like one of our core competencies is troubleshooting with Amazon. We love it because we're good in it and we have a very good connection to Amazon. And like CBD, CBD products. We
Oh,
can make it work in Europe, which is not too easy because you need many allowances from Amazon, and we know how this works. But in general, whatever works B2C on Amazon is fine for us. And what I forgot to mention, we have also a US customer. He is going not only for Amazon Europe with us, so he's already in
yeah.
Europe and the USA. He's pretty successful over there, and we brought him to Europe, but not only on Amazon, also on Shopify. And we are running his Shopify store in the same system. So we do the B2C and customer stuff, so the invoicing, and he's the owner of the shop. So you can, and now he's doing like Amazon and Shopify with us. It works
That's interesting.
pretty
So,
good.
he has, let's say, supplement.co.uk, for
Yeah.
example. So it's
Yes.
his domain, his site, but you guys do the operations, logistics, shipping, marketing, compliance, all that.
He does the marketing himself or some agency. We don't like the marketing
Amazing.
area in general. We
Okay.
are more for the operations, administration, bureaucracy stuff, but we can also go with some partner for marketing. But in general,
Sure.
what you mentioned, you have the shop, and in the imprint of the shop, like the legal information, it's written like the administrator of the shop is our company, the owner of the shop is the brand's
Yeah.
company, and that's how we operate. And as we write the invoice to the end customer, all the obligations are on us and not on the customer, and that's a big
I see.
advantage here.
That's interesting. I've heard a lot of, I guess, companies that will take US based Amazon sellers to EU and Australia, and they'll do all the logistics and compliance and all that. But I haven't heard of anyone that does the Shopify end too.
They do that. Just to clarify, they do that, but on your behalf. That's the big difference
Yes,
to
that's
us.
the other
So
thing. Yeah.
they open for you an entity or an Amazon account.
Oh,
They will apply for your company for the VAT numbers, for example. They will, I don't know, make you compliant, but it's always you and your responsibility if something goes wrong. For example, you forget to pay the VAT for the Polish government. The Polish government will sue the company, and in our case, they will sue us, and that's the big
yeah.
difference. So it's a key turn ready infrastructure,
Yeah.
and the competition you mentioned, they build up a new infrastructure specifically for the brand. That's the difference in the business model.
That's right. That's right. And I wonder what would be the main advantage with this way. It sounds like I don't need to have paperwork compliance. Like
Paperwork.
it's just, okay, let's work together, whatever that
Mhm.
commission structure is, or however
Yeah.
your fee works. It's the next day is live, or I'm sure it takes some time because you guys would still have to get compliance for my brand, right?
Yes, that's for
And
sure.
do
Yeah.
the VAT paperwork for my brand on your behalf.
VAT paperwork is done by us because it's our company, because we are the seller. You don't need any
Oh, I
VAT
see, I see.
paperwork. We just purchase products from you, similar as the vendor program of Amazon,
Yeah,
and everything in B2C. You don't need VAT numbers anywhere. That's so.
that's right.
What is the advantage? And advantage number one is time to market, as you mentioned. Okay, you're a US company or a UK company, it takes a bit more than if you have the products already in Germany. But in general, 2 to 4 weeks all together, and you can ship your first product to Amazon or to our
Yeah,
warehouse. That's the first advantage. The second advantage is we are very good in compliance, and we actually take risk for non-European Union companies. You need to know every product which is sold in the European Union needs to have a liable European Union entity, like an entity which is in the European Union and liable if something goes wrong. And this company must allow you to put the address on the product or on the product packaging. And you cannot do it yourself as an American or as a UK company, and vice versa, by the way, as well. So if we go to the UK, we also need some UK address on our packaging.
yeah,
So that's also included. So we can also do that because we know the market, we know the risk of the specific products, and we make you compliant because in the end, it's our risk and it's in our interest to sell compliant products. That's the second one. The third one is turnkey, ready all over the place from the first day. Means in Europe, we have Germany, Italy, France, Spain, Netherlands, Belgium, Sweden, Poland. I forgot maybe some small one marketplaces. And in the pan-European program, we just can tackle all of them at the same time. So easy
Nice.
setup, high compliance, and good. I think there is no opportunity to be faster in the time to market than with us on the market.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
this is very interesting. And I'm glad we connected because it's always been daunting to go into Europe because of all the time to market and all the paperwork that we have to fill out, and then not knowing, okay,
Yeah,
how many do we need to send to Europe? How many quantities? Now we need to do market research. How do you guys determine what you need to buy? Like how many units at
yeah.
what maybe we'll leave cost out of it, but how many units and then how to ship it? How does the shipping work from
Mhm.
our warehouse to wherever you guys store it?
Yeah, so the quantities, we have two ways. The customer or the brand already did some research and they know what they actually wanna sell. And then we go with some kind of terms like, okay, we can do that, but after a amount of X time, we have to get a discount for the leftover goods. So if you send us too much, so we give our customers the opportunity to decide himself if you want to go crazy or not. But then with a side condition, but if you cannot sell it, sorry, bro, then we need a discount of 60% on the price so that we can get rid of the product still. But we will pay, but you will get a discount. The second one is you can book a potential analysis from us. That's like a one-time upfront service, and we will identify the potential for the specific products on different marketplaces. I would say it's something more for bigger brands because it's not super cheap, because it's manual labor. I don't like manual labor, but because we like scalable systems, but it's really like a agency service, and we identify the margins, the potential of the sales price potential, the quantities which we can actually sell in different scenarios, in a pessimistic, realistic, optimistic scenario, what it will cost, like from compliance, from the content perspective, from PPC, so that you get a full plan from quantities to the costs to P&L forecast, that you know this much will be my launch in the European Union. And the third option is, which you also like, maybe we like it the most, when the brand has an agency which knows how Amazon works, like a marketing agency, performance marketing agency, Amazon agency. They do the strategic part, and we communicate with the agency, and then we decide together with the agency the quantities and which products we actually gonna take. So that we like that, because then you have a component part on the other side, competent part on the other side as well.
Would the agency then have some kind of access to Seller Central account?
Not to Seller Central account. We have a collaboration, shout out, with Biddix. They are also from Germany, not far away from here, good friends of us. And they built a solution just for us, a custom solution, so that we can give, for example, you're an agency, we give you an agency account for our advertising. And if you have 3 customers inside our system, you can switch between the customers and run all the PPC through Biddix, but on our account. Like a remote. So that's what agencies get from us. But everything agencies would normally do, like troubleshooting with Amazon, uploading content, that's anyhow part of our service. And that's not what agencies have to do. So agencies provide us with the content, we will upload it, and that's all on our behalf. But if they want to run advertising, they get a Biddix access and they can go crazy.
So the listings, operation, all the foundation of the listing on Amazon, you guys handle, but marketing, ad spend, traffic, conversion is all on the agency or the brand.
Agency or the brand, but they get a remote access with Biddix to actually do so. And to clarify, we don't create the listings. We upload the listings you created as an agency or as a brand. So if you do the keyword, of course, we have partners which can do it for you, but it's not something where we're very good in, like at SpaceGoats. So we get the content, we upload the content, and we check that the content is actually how it's supposed to be. Troubleshooting, you upload an image, it's not uploaded, then you have to troubleshoot with Amazon. That's what we do, but we don't generate content ourselves. We don't generate images. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. And okay, this is very interesting, and I want to continue this. Maybe if we can, well, first I want to connect you to a few people, few clients here that really have asked for this.
Cool.
Before it's been the old method of, okay, here's XYZ company that does on your behalf VAT and can set up the shipping, but the brands get intimidated. They're like, well, I don't really know what I'm paying for, how many quantities I'm going to ship to Amazon, what's going to be the cost, et cetera, et cetera.
And the rollback is also not that easy. If you applied once for VAT numbers, you have to stick to it at least for the rest of the year. So you have to pay for the rest of the year, and then the end of the year, even if you want to stop all these operations, you have to pay to get rid of these VAT numbers again. So this testing is not that easy with, if you do it yourself, because you have obligatories afterwards.
Well, I want to know how people can connect with you. I want to share this video once it's up with all my clients and our community. Cool. What's the best way they can connect and reach out? And then I want to schedule something follow up. Maybe we can do a screen share, a live demo.
We can talk about the European Union market. We can talk about product compliance in the European Union. We have a few topics where we're good at, definitely. But to your first question, LinkedIn, always good. Anton Hermann, 1R, double N in the end, always good. Anton@spacegoats.io, also good, like my personal email address. And just check out our website, spacegoats.io. There you can see it's in German and English. You can see all the information there again. And I'm happy to help, guys. I'm happy to help. Awesome. Even if it's not a business opportunity, if you just have questions, we try to help. And
well, no, hopefully it is business, because my niche has been e-commerce. I've been doing this for almost 10 years now, just like yourself. Your guys' warehouse, you guys have warehousing?
We have warehousing in the USA with KD Global. We have one warehouse, Kings Park in the UK, where we operate with, and we have multiple warehousing partners here in Europe. But we will be it's out on our behalf, the warehousing part. But if you have your warehousing partner, you can also run your own warehousing. It's also totally fine for us. But in all the different regions, we have our solutions.
Okay, that might also be interesting, because we've had a lot of clients that have done UK themselves, or maybe are based in the EU and want 3PL or warehousing there. But that might be an opportunity to connect them with you guys if they use the service plus the warehousing. So
if they just need the warehouse, I will just connect with our partners and say, hey, enjoy the business. I believe in helping people, and in the end, karma will pay it back anyhow. And so
agreed.
Just hit us up, whatever you need, from lawyers to brand lawyers, whatever you need, just hit us up, and we have some partner which can help you, or we will help you directly.
Sure. Well, that sounds good, and I appreciate this. This is very helpful. I love when people come on and just drop value, even though it's a little short, but first time connecting. And I think it's been great. I'll send you this once it's live, and I'll definitely connect you with a few people. So appreciate it, and let's stay in touch. I want to do a follow-up, maybe even with one of my brands, because it's been difficult just pushing into EU. So let's stay connected and go from there.
Thanks for having me. I always say some words in the end. Sorry for stealing you the show.
No, please.
Think about your Christmas business. You're already too late. I know 70% of you didn't order the products for the Christmas business, didn't plan the campaigns for the Christmas business. You guys, you're too late. It's already April. And thanks for the time. And everybody have a great start into the summer. Thank you very much.
All right, I love it. Thank you, man.